Welcome to my channel once again. Like I said, I will be bringing you the second part 2 of the procedures and steps of how to build overhead tank. You remember this constitutes an integral part of our construction, and I want us to take absolute cognizance of this. I want us to take absolute cognizance to prevent future issues. Earlier on today, I showed us, let me just take your mind back. This is channel iron. You see the welding machine that is over there. That is what we showed you in the morning. You can see this as if what we're trying to, where we are going. Look at the foot, the bottom of that metal channel. There is a real reinforcement. This is where we are actually going. See, everything is all model and created for solidity. So we don't want people to have problem in future. So these are the materials. Steel, iron. This is recommended by Nigerian Nigeria Association of Civil Engineers. The welders are involved. So you need to look at it properly. It might cost you money, but yet it is appropriate to do such a thing. So if you look at this, look at the procedure. This is what we did for a client, and I would like you to look at it. It's not cheap. It's not a cheap thing, because people will be thinking, oh, what are they showing me? So when we were showing you something, that's the delivery of the granite in the morning. That's the amount of granite done, used there. I showed you this in the morning as well. Sorry, the video is upside down, but actually you can have an idea. We showed you the cement. We used 20 bags of cement. Cement in Lagos is 4,200 per bag. 20 bags of that was used for this project. And look, we show you this, how this was being measured, how we were doing digging. You can see the digging start, and that is what they're trying to mark the place. And you will see now the digging goes. They're trying to say we did it 2 feet away. 2 feet away from the wall. You must not, your scaffolding must not be closer too much to the wall. So you can see they're trying to make sure that everything is aligned. Let me see. And then you can see you will see the digging here. You're good. I showed you this in the morning. Water is coming out, but we treated that. We work on that. Look at that. That's the digging there we were doing. I showed you in the morning when I was showing, and I'm trying to recap and look at the depth that we're digging. This is just the base, not the real stand. Look at the 20 millimeter. Let me play it again. You're going to see all these. This is 20 millimeter iron rod, and you're going to see the mat as well when we show you. So just have an idea of what we're talking about. This is part 2. You are going to learn a lot. Thank you, Austin. US thing in E. Right, so we show you that in the morning, and then we show you this as well. This was when we were doing, we showed you all this spread around. We showed you that in the morning. So just to recap on what we have done, okay? So, and then you will see what, see the water there. You don't need to see more. See the base, see the depth, see the water in between. Look at the water that's coming out. We're trying to look at it. Bear with me. We'll show you this also in the morning, just to give you a recap. We're going to give you more video. If you follow me, we're going to get a new video coming from how far they've done. You're going to see what they're doing in the morning. That's the mat being done. You're going to see how they are putting all of this together. Okay, bear with me. Let me show you more of the video. This, look, that's a recap. It's just a recap. Okay, to give you an idea of what we are talking about. How we got to that stage is to give you that's been leveled up. You see, that one is done in the morning. Okay, I'm going to show you more video that is different from that. You see, everything is now being solidified. They're trying to put a plumb to range it. It must not be wobble. See, that's the foot of the 20 mm iron rod. Yes, everything is being make sure that they are all aligned. Okay, and you can see all the lines are being done. The getting the foot ready. The man is going around it, making sure everything is intact. Yes, they're not putting the foot right, everything. And then at some point, he came to come and check it, whether they are well solid. Look at it. Look at that. All was done yesterday, and is making sure that they remain very solid, very well. Is telling us that everything is intact. You're going to watch more video. Just come with me. It's part 2. All these are just to show you, to give you is shaking it, making sure that they are very solid. We don't do counterfeit work. Yes, this was in part 1, and then we're just going to part 2 in a minute. Okay, so don't worry about that. They're mixing the materials, and the foot is solid there. Okay, 20 mm iron rod is done. Look at they were mixing with the mix here, right? There's a plate there. Let me say this: the bolt and nut is what the channel will sit on. This is going to sit on this. Look and see the foot of the channel. That's the foot. All the holes that was made there is for you to see the foot, how all these are going to go on top of that plate. Okay, just watch what we're doing here. This is what we are targeting. Okay, this is how it's going to look like before they put the tank. It's a solid bottom, solid base with a ladder. Okay, so let me just continue the video. Okay, right. That's the plate on top of it there. You see, right? Everything is all calculated and measured. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Okay, now the woodworks. Okay, the woodworks is going to come in a short while. That's the woodworks. The woodworks that they're going to use to box. They will use it to box days. The woodworks that we're going to box all that for standing and 20 mm iron rod, and that's the wood that we're collecting here. So you can see it's loads of wood that we're using to box. We're going to box all those metal up, and you're going to see. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, sorry. You shouldn't use that. We're going to use this to box this together. Sorry, bear with me. It's just to give you an idea. Now the woodwork goes. That is the box. The woodwork there, as you can see, the woodwork that went round all those 16 mm wall. You can see that's to give you an insight of what eventually is done in that shape. The binding wire is to cross it to make sure that the square it all went well squared. Okay, right. What we are targeting is let me show you. This is where we're going. This is what we are approaching. This is our target. This is what we're building. We've done this for previous clients, and we're going to do it. So it comes in this format, and we weld the legs We weld the holes. We weld, and it's painted red oxide anti-rust. It doesn't make it rust. This is not something to do with this. We're not doing this. We have told you guys don't support the idea of this type of makeshift scaffolding. This is a future problem to happen. This can drop on anybody's head. It could be the head of the owner. It could be the head of the person who is not a member of the household. This is not a good thing at all. It is not good. It is not advisable. Like I said, I showed it in the morning. Those people, this is what they can afford. This is what their money can cover for the time being. But in the meantime, after 1 or 2 years, it will be advisable you go for the real thing. Okay, this is what we are targeting. We showed you in video number 1 in the morning. So let me carry on showing you what we are talking about on the list that we showed you earlier on. You're going to see this. Bear with me. Look at that. So that's what we're doing. We're putting that. You're going to fill that box up with granite, solid granite with cement. You're going to see that. You're going to see what they're doing. This is hard work. It's going to be filled to brim, solid base, and nothing like this. This is something we're going to eventually achieve. This is what we are targeting. Okay? All right? So you look at that and to give you an idea of how a scaffolding for the real scaffolding that carries huge size of water tank. Contractor it's not pipe. Pipe is not used. Pipe is not used. Pipe, don't use galvanized pipe. It's rust. It doesn't tell you when this thing, the weight will be too much on this galvanized pipe, and it will suddenly just come down all of a sudden. So I'm just giving you see the amount of content of granite that goes into this. We do not manage material. You see, they're going to pump in so much of that, and then you can see as they're putting it in, you can see now how they are mixing everything, dumping it into that container, that wooden container. These guys are hardworking. On Everybody World TV, this is what we know how to do. But trust me, we don't manage materials. We do the right thing. Look at the space before we put 2 feet away from the fence, and we do not. When it goes up, it doesn't cover anybody's window. We make sure that it's a good location that we do. We don't make it to cover people's window. We do not want when your tenant opens their window in the evening, when they open the window, and also all of they see is just the huge scaffolding. No, we have done the survey properly. We've seen the right place to be in that compound, and that's where the best place we make sure this is. So you can see they're pumping. They will pump solid concrete into that. Look at that. Look at that. They are making sure that that thing is completely filled up into what is called a solid concrete. They work hard. You're going to see the last video. It was that. You're going to see the final work. Yeah, that is done. Let me tell you, you're going to see how they are pumping the concrete. Unfortunately, if they rent concrete mixer, it's going to make the project to be more expensive. So, and not many clients will be ready to say what they can do. It's just another project. So this will be filled to bring. We see so this is what we are targeting. This is what we are working on. Okay, that's where we're going. Okay, so you can see that they're pumping. They have to fill that place up with solid concrete. It is an integral part of your project. You cannot afford to do just anything. Yes, overhead tank. That is the right. That stays for years and years and lasts. Yeah. Now this container, don't get me wrong, we're still going to do a level compound. We're going to fill the compound. The compound might come to 3/4 of the height of this concrete. Because we are trying to do the landscape. When the landscape is being done, you are going to see what we're going to fill. That compound will be filled up with solid. Look at the height. The height, some of the filling is going. We're going to level that place up. So you can imagine how much level of sand that will be around that solid block. We're going to part 3 is coming because we're going to remove the box on Monday. The box will be removed. You will see how solid this is. Just come with us. You're going to see a lot. You're going to learn a lot from this kind of project. Look at it. It's coming to the top of it. As the top rim, it's been filled up with concrete. The guy, the young man, is going on it to spread this concrete around. Just watch it. That's the way. Oh, sorry. There's quite a few noisy background there. Let me see if I can reduce the noise background. Okay. Sorry about that. It's a little bit windy. Okay. So it's spreading it, and the stored the bolt and nut is there. The 2x3 is used to make sure that all the edges of the thing is where it's solid. There's no flood that can pull this down, that can push this down. No flood in the whole wide world will bring this down. So that's what the guy is doing. He's making sure that the bolts and nut are welded, are well plated on top of that place. Okay, so that is what we are achieving. Don't get me wrong. This is where we're going. Okay, this is where we are going. Please, please, please do not join them. Those people who do scaffolding, this is not good at all. Do not join them in doing things like this. Do not join them in doing things like this. Please, 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 please. I will not recommend you to do things like this. This is the ideal. This is the best. This is not the best. This is not the best. Don't do that. Please, don't do that. Please don't do that, because it's easy to put pipes together. There is holes. How they manage to give place risk in people's houses, I don't understand. This is the best way to do it. This is the best way to do things, and it's done properly, structurally. It will stand the test of time. And look at those studs there will be welded together. Please don't join them to do this. Don't try to do that. It is not advisable. Okay, and that is what we advocate on Ebony World TV. You're going to see the final analysis in the next couple of days. That is what we are targeting. Don't get me wrong. We can't push people to do what they cannot afford to do. Say, I'm just giving you the part 2. Part 3 is coming, and you're going to see how lovely this is going to be. Let me tell you, by the time we finish it up, you will love it. You will contact me. You will want to say, I want to. You don't have to contact me, but you borrow an idea from doing something like this in your project, in your construction. This is the way to do it. Merry Christmas to everybody. Season greetings to from Ebony World TV. You can do it. Is our slogan. You can do it. You can make it. You are a barrier breaker. You can do it. You can. Let me tell you, you can. Definitely you can. Let me tell you, you can do it. You can do it. Please support this channel. Go at the bottom and support the channel and buy emoji on the channel. Try and buy emoji to support the channel anytime, any day, because the information we're giving you is free. You don't pay for it. You can support the channel, and then you're going to see the top of it. It was dark by the time they finished. You're going to see the final top top of it in a minute. But the video was recorded when it was done. So Monday, not tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to unbox it. Look at it. Look at the top of it. This is the top of what has we've been doing in the past 2 days. You're going to see a final wall when we're going to be putting this. We will be putting this on top of it. When we do it, this is a client one. We're going to do it like this. Okay? We're going to do it like this. Okay? This is what we are targeting. Like I said, don't do this. If you don't have money yet, keep your money and put your money together. Don't do this. And don't do this. I don't recommend this. People is what they can afford. A lot of times, these tanks fall down on people's head, on people's houses. If I have the picture, I'm going to show you because I don't have the right to show some of them because they are not my videos. Okay, so that's the top of it. Okay, that is the final top of it. We're going to do more work in the next couple of days for you to see what we finally did. Okay, so we are coming to the end of the part 2 of this wonderful, amazing fans project. All right, we're coming to the end of it. That is what we started earlier on today, part 1. If you haven't, if you're just joining, you can go and watch part 1. That will give you the instances of how this project was done. Okay, so this was what we are targeting. Oh, no, we're not targeting this. We're not recommending this. We're not recommending that to people. We're recommending this to people. That's what we're eventually going to do. You will see before we put tank on it, and it can take 3 tanks. As you can see, it's above the roof. That is what we are going to show you in the next couple of days. Okay, I'm coming to the end. That's the end of today's show. Tomorrow I will come with another video for you. You will not get part 3 of this amazing scaffolding until sometime next week. Okay, Merry season greetings from Ebony World TV. You can do it. Yes, you can do it channel. All right, so you can see what they've done earlier on. To those of you who missed it, that's what we were trying to do. That's what we are targeting. This is what we are doing. This is what we did. Okay, we did this. Okay, and then if you're just joining us, we can see what they were doing there. We can see, boom, they're just leaving it, putting it in the container. Okay, you can see, watch it, see all those 20 mm. There's no way this thing is going to fall down or collapse because it has been structurally foundation is solid. Okay, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Pouring it and pouring into that. Yes. And the more of that, you can see where they are doing it. You can see what they have poured is coming up to the top. Yes, you can see the top of it for those of you who are just joining us. And then you can see what they've done here. The gentleman is leveling it up. Yes. Look at it. It's doing it. And then we come to the final one, which you see the top of it. It was done in the night. Okay? All right. We come to the end. Thank you very much, all of you that have been part 1, been part of part 1, and the part 2. Part 3 is coming on Tuesday. But tomorrow, I will come with a different video. All of you that are part of this show, thank you very much, and God bless you all. Please do not be those people who do things like this. we're doing a lot of work, a lot of things to make sure that you don't do projects like this. You don't do projects like this. You don't do projects like this. Okay? The pipe that you see, galvanized pipe, have holes. It can crumble anytime. You can't compare with channel. Steel beam, steel channel. Okay? This is our target. This is our target. Okay? All right. Stopping there now. Thank you very much, all of you that have been part of it. Thank you very much. All right? Thank you. I'll see you with another video, exciting video tomorrow. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Good night.